Greetings and welcome to Janet's Nightmares and Dreams, number 14. Today is January 30th, 2024, and since this is a short dream, I'm going to do some talking at the end of it. But first I'll get the dream down. Okay, it was dreamt July 29th, 2022. Last night I dreamt I was taking care of a little girl while her mother was at a sports event in San Francisco. That's the end of that dream. What could you say about it? It's sort of trite. So I wrote down some thoughts. Okay. I did have a dream last night. It's going in my new book. Okay. Which I don't know if I'm going to publish or not, but because there's 105 dreams in this red book that we've been reading. We're only on 14. Okay. So what I wanted to say was that I know I'm hardest on myself, so things that people could say to me won't, can't be as hard as the things I say to my own self. And here's what I said about this dream I had last night. Upon awakening, I decided that I was a horny old lady full of love and that I needed a real man somehow. But in reality, all of them were either fleeting or a disappointment. My dad had at one time said to me that all my men were good men. They were just on drugs. Sign of the times I came up in. Okay. And then the next thing, was trying to find a solution. Just bringing up all these problems of how hard it is to be old and single and on your own. And so what can one do? Go on a cruise? Cruises are nice. I did go on one. I enjoyed it. I was thinking maybe they should have a community center like they used to have for teenagers, or like a teen dance where the girls stand on one side and the boys stand on the other, and then the boys come over and ask the girls to dance, and they have social dancing for seniors. That might be fun, except for the fact that once people get old, things get strange, which brings me to this other thought I had about youth is wasted on the young and wisdom is wasted on the old. But I came to the conclusion that wisdom can never be wasted. So then I go back here to what I'm doing in these dreams really is analyzing my own self because of what has happened to me in life. I don't believe in shrinks, drunks, or doctors. And drinks are so promoted. Everybody, they're always having a glass of wine everywhere and tipping it. And alcohol could really mess up your brain, even a little bit for the moment. Same as for smoking weed, because it does something to brain and takes away maybe some motivation or some clear thinking, even though it's hard to be human because it's nice to find some relief for your mind. Sometimes I believe what Janis Joplin said. Her theory was she didn't care how long she lived. She'd rather enjoy every moment of her life and go out young rather than to live a torturous, boring life. But yeah, as far as shrinks are concerned, this fellow I really like on YouTube, his name is Mark, and he has a show called Soft White Underbelly, where he goes into Skid Row and gets people who are on Skid Row and lets them talk and tell their stories. And Mark seems to promote going to shrinks and letting them help you. If you don't find the right one, you could get another one, but I don't believe in them. I'd rather figure out my own stuff, and basically that's what I'm doing on this channel, reading out my dreams and thinking about my life. So, let's see. Okay. Then I said a few things about me growing up and my mother. She was mean in a way. She was a mean, clever lady. She used to tell me, make your bed, you'll lay in it. And she said I never grew up, which maybe I never did. I just got old. I don't know, but I was a daddy's girl, a true daddy's girl. And I used to follow my father around and watch him work. And finally he said to me that people like people who do things, and I should do things. So I started into crocheting at a young age and trying to do things because I took my father's advice. But also, I was a tom girl, and I liked to climb fences and look into people's backyard to see if they were pretty and to see pretty things, which I believe led me into liking art and being an artist. So if I get bored with reading these dreams to you, or maybe after I'm done reading them all to you in the red book, I don't think I'm going to read the blue book, but I might sell it. I don't know. But yeah, the next step might be painting. I basically haven't been doing painting lately because, you know what, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work cleaning up. But I'm thinking it doesn't have to be that much work because everything is a step-by-step process. And that could be one of my next video tube blogs, is how to do a painting very step-by-step, which first you pick out the painting and then you acrylic the whole board and the side of it. Then you pick out the paints that match the picture you want to do and do it. It's just that the brushes get so messy and you have to clean them up, but that's just another part of the process. So yeah, that's just another idea of doing step-by-step painting. And the last thought was how and why I enjoy astrology is that ever since I was in the second grade, and I would wonder why some days were better than other days, and I think astrology makes a lot of sense because the planets go moving by pretty fast. And some of the astrologers has some good ideas, almost better than a shrink. By shrink, I mean psychologists, on how to deal with things, even though it's a study, and I don't know if I believe in it, but I like studying. So, and the last thing was smoking, which is a whole nother category, which I could go through at another time, because I grew up into a world of smoking cigarettes. They were advertised on TV. Walk a mile for a Camel, and be a Marlboro man, and have a Tareyton taste. Anyway, and then all the other things there ended up to be smoking after that. So that's another category. And that's about it. Those were my thoughts for today, to pad up the boring, trite dream that I had. I think the one for tomorrow is going to be just as small. Maybe I'll think of something else to say. So you could let me know in the comments, and like, share, and subscribe if you can. I don't know why, because I don't care anymore, but now I have to take off my glasses because this is the end. Maybe I look better with my glasses on today. Okay, much enjoyment to you, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.